So, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of gameplay today. So this is a bit different from what I've been usually doing over the last couple of months. Anyway, we are taking a look at some XML files. This gameplay will just run in the background. So I am handing you off to Editing Fox now. See you all later. Thank you so much, Mr. Wiggles. Oh boy, it feels weird to talk about myself in third person. Anyway, I thought I wanted to show you guys this Google document sheet thing I've been working on, because it's starting to grow a lot and there's a lot of useful information, especially if you're a new player to 7 Days to Die. Basically what I'm trying to do is create a better overview about what's going on in the game, what you can do in the game, and basically know what to look out for in the game. And the way I'm doing this is that we are looking at, how you kill the zombies and what the zombies, give to you. I will go through the entire document in the end of the video, but for now, I just want to show you guys some of the enemies and, how difficult they are to take down. I kind of, tried not to make too many rows and columns in this, but I mean, with the amount of enemies we have, it's just impossible not to go down that road. But if I'm going to keep it simple, we have all the zombies up here, all these are zombies, and this is the animals. So the animals are at the bottom. I have also included some of the, I would say, different features of the animals, because you do get some resources out of them as well. A very interesting thing though, all zombies and animals, they have a view angle and a view distance. And this is all set to 180 degrees, in the angles, so they can see 180 degrees from the way they're turning. And they can only see 30 blocks ahead. So if you're more than 30 blocks away from a zombie, there's no chance they can see you. The zombies also have some kind of smell factor, but that's a bit buggy at the moment, and the numbers really doesn't add up to anything. I think it's old code. You know what? Let me just show you an example of the actual code I've been looking into, so you guys get a bit of a better understanding about what's actually going on behind all this colors and me mumbling. This is basically one of the damage models. So this is the damage model affecting the enemies in the hand zombie cop damage model. I call it damage model because to call item names and extensions and all these kind of things, it just makes it a bit more difficult for you. So I just call it damage numbers, and I extract all the data from basically this thing. This is a screenshot I took when I was looking at the enemy damage and debuff chances. That's why I have kind of a red square going on down here, so you can kind of see the different chances to get the bleeding effect and the infection and the stunned effect. There's also a buff injury stunned 2, but I can't find that affecting any of the zombies, so that might be something for the future. Basically, this is a lot of information, if you just want to get a few numbers, basically figure out what's going on. If you don't have, the knowledge to read these kind of things, that's why I made this document. So the document is basically just, all this turned into this. So I'm not going to show you any more boring code now. So I've been deciphering a lot of numbers here. Basically, the things we're interested in is the XP gain, how much XP you get from a zombie. The health, how strong are the zombies? How difficult are they to take down? And the chance of loot. The chance of loot is very, very low. There's only 2 to 3% chance. No matter how you look at it, the zombies only have a maximum of a 3% chance to drop loot. That sucks, in my opinion. But when they do drop loot, it tends to be pretty good. So, should it be buffed? I don't know. I mean, in general, the loot is better in Alpha 17, so I don't think we should complain too much about that. The damage model, you can go to this enemy damage and debuff chances down here and basically see the different damage models. I was not supposed to show you this yet. Okay, moving on. You can find the different damage models down here if you want to. So what are we looking at? What are we looking for in these numbers? We are looking for Basically zombies to give us good loot, level us up pretty fast, and that are not too difficult to take down. So we're looking for something that is all green, all yellow. If we see something red, we need to stay away in the first at least couple of levels. That doesn't mean I think it's a bad idea to take on a bear. Well, actually, it's a bad idea, but if you have the option, if you're on top of a building and a bear is just, roaming around, take your shot. If I do a quick glance on this, there's a few zombies that stands out a bit. The female fat, the female chunky. She's a bit difficult to take down. It's not too bad, but she gives a lot of XP. I also believe we have the biker somewhere. There he is. Difficult to take down, but again, good XP. We also have the snow zombie. Yeah, there he is. He is pretty close to being a biker. He's a bit stronger, but XP is XP. What you definitely shouldn't do is hunt animals for XP, because the only animal that gives you any kind of good XP is the bear. And they are strong. The bears are about as strong as, where was it? A white radiated. No, not the white radiated. Where is it? I believe there's a zombie. Yeah, a radiated Mo. So, I mean, you're a pig, but I find it pretty easy to hunt the bikers and the snow zombies, especially if I live next to a snow biome. So that would definitely be my go-to. And, if you see a wandering horde, just go balls deep, take them down. Lots of XP. And that's basically all I had for talking about these enemies. I decided not to spawn all the enemies in and present them again. I mean, I already did that on 2 videos, and it takes a lot of time to set up, and it's something I have to do every time. It's tanking my PC, and it's not an enjoyable experience. It might be funny for you, but that's why we have a bit of gameplay running in the background here. So if we look at some of the other panes down here, the enemy damage and debuff chances. I don't know why I said it like that. Not an English native speaker. I'm sorry. This is basically how much damage the zombies does and how much damage the animals does, and also the different debuff chances like stun, bleed, and infection, leg sprain, and burn chance. Yes, zombies can set you on fire. The burnt zombie can set you on fire. He's also in a feral version, which I cannot find anywhere in the game. I can't spawn him in, but he's in the XML files, so he gotta be around there somewhere. Same thing with the burnt crawler. I kind of left out the behemoth because I believe that's another thing. I can see that some of the numbers haven't been updated to Alpha 17, so I'm wondering if we even gonna see that at some point. But here you can see what kind of zombies to avoid. If you're afraid of being infected, stay away from the stripper. She, especially the feral one, she has a 60% chance of infecting you. Don't get the zombie AIDS, please. And if we look at the XP, wow, this is boring. We're not gonna look at this. Let's look at the interesting charts instead. Wha-bam! This is basically a curve that kind of indicates how much XP you need in total to hit the levels. And as you can see, when you start to hit around level 50, it gets a lot more difficult to gain the levels. And when you reach level 100, oh boy, you need twice the amount of XP just to reach level 150. So when you're spending, your valuable skill points, put them into something that is actually needed. Speaking about the skill points, there's been an update not too long ago. I believe it was in Alpha 17.2. They removed the different locks on the main categories. You no longer have to be a certain level to unlock, Perception 10. If I wanted to use my first 10 points I get from leveling up on Perception, I could do that. Thank you, Fun Pimps. The other system was a bitch to work with. This is a bit more like, Fallout 4. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that system. I have to go over this again because I haven't updated this since the experimental, except I removed the different, unlock levels. But yeah, it's still valid. kind of. The ranged weapon damage is just basically a quick overview on, what weapon does what damage with what ammo, how much more damage does a headshot do, all these kind of things. And remember, the sneak damage is 2 times this damage. So if you hit a zombie with a bow and a stone arrow in the head, it is 2 times 37. So headshots, go for them. It's 48% free damage in this case. I mean, sometimes it's only 12, but if you don't run around with flaming arrows or exploding bolts, it's pretty great. Yeah, this was a pretty short video. I know that, but if you follow me on Twitter, I also mentioned something about some personal family issues that is happening right now. It's still ongoing, so I have to kind of dedicate some of my time to my family around the world. And yes, yeah, I do mean around the world, so a lot of different time zones. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything specific you want me to look into. If you've been wondering about something, maybe I can dig it up in the XML files. So, hit up that fox. I'm here. I'm listening. I want to show you the things you want to see. And also, I'm kind of a numbers guy, so I love this kind of thing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.